Hello, this is Lucinda Brown with Bible Buying Guide, and today we are taking a look at the ESV Psalms Photography Edition from Crossway. This edition combines the full text of the beloved Psalms with stunning photography to create an inviting reading experience. We were provided this Bible in exchange for an honest review. Now this comes in a thick cardboard slipcover with photography that matches the cover of the Bible. The slipcover has a little bit of the promotional material on the back, and the colors match very nicely. This is a light blue-gray cloth overboard cover with ESV, Psalms, and Crossway on the spine. Back is plain. This weighs just over 2 pounds and measures 9 3/4 by 7 3/4 by 1 inch thick. It has these dark gray end papers. They're thick paper, but they have an almost cloth-like texture to them, which is really nice. The paper inside is very matte and white, and it's smooth and easy to turn. We're guessing it to be about 80 GSM. And there is one attached ribbon marker that is 1/4 of an inch wide and does reach out to the corner to open the pages. Now this is an 8.25 font that is in black on white pages and in white on the printed pages when it's over the photographs. The layout changes from page to page. It's frequently in single column, but there are some places where they've done a double column layout. And that changes both to fit with the way they put the photography in and the size of the Psalms, because I always try and keep, with the exception of 119, a Psalm on a single page or on a 2-page spread. They've done the layout where they could do that. Well, of course, with the exception of Psalms 119. There's plenty of white space between the lines, and the page numbers are on the outer corner in the bottom, except of course when they would be on a photograph. It's got lots of margin space, so and the number of the Psalms is always up at the top of the page, or to the left top corner of the beginning of the Psalms. Here's another one that they didn't fit on just a 2-page spread, Psalms 71. Now, if they call something a photography edition, you're going to expect the photographs to be beautiful, and these certainly are. All of these photographs are in full color and are of nature and natural things and various landscapes, and they were all taken in Ireland. Ireland was chosen because it's the home of Keith and Kristen Getty, who wrote the foreword for this edition. And these are stunning. Lots of greens and grays and blues, and just beautiful, inviting photographs that make you think of God's creation. And some of them are tiny, and some of them fill quite a bit of space. I found that for the most part they really have chosen good color photos for behind the print, and that the Psalms that are printed on top of the pictures are for the most part very easy to read. And I think they've done a good job of balancing the text with the photographs. And I find these photographs very inviting. I can see somebody sitting down here and flipping through it just to look at the pictures and ending up reading one of the Psalms. But at the same time, they don't distract if you do sit down just to read. Now, obviously, this is very similar to some other photography editions, like the Kindred Gospels or the Bible Beautiful from Alabaster. So here we'll take a look at it compared to the Kindred. Obviously, this is a smaller. It's hardcover instead of the perfect paperback binding. Both of them combine natural photographs with text. This one does have all the notes, whereas this one is just the biblical text. Don't have a Psalms in this, obviously, since they are Gospels, but still gets the same idea. All in all, I find this one to be very much more traditional, and this to have a more modern magazine feel to it. I can see a point to both of them. The only thing that goes against this kind of modern versus traditional is that this one doesn't include verse numbers, which would be traditional, and this one does, whereas leaving them out would be more modern. So I can see this being really useful for those who are less familiar with the Bible, or for a great starting conversation with people who aren't necessarily Christians or who are new Christians, and this being best for those who are familiar with God's Word or who are a little bit more traditional and just want a beautiful Bible, a beautiful book to read the Psalms from over and over again. All in all, the ESV Psalms Photography Edition is a beautiful book containing both the text of one of the most frequently read books of the Bible and gorgeous photography of Ireland. It is very useful for a study of the Book of Psalms, or just as an inviting way to read and reread this beloved book of the Bible. I think it would be particularly useful for those who are doing a praying the Bible, who do a lot of it from Psalms. Now, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and there will be more photos and more information over on our website, the link of which is below, and there are also links below as to where to purchase this. Thank you for watching.